What's going on all you gamers? Today I'm going to be going over a few little tips for Dark Souls 3 that could really help out some beginners that just aren't sure how to equip stuff. So if you want to know how to equip stuff on your tool belt, change your items and such, then this one should be for you. Welcome back you guys and girls, as always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. But for today I'm here to give you a few tips for probably the beginners to the game. Maybe you've just picked it up, maybe you're having a refresher, but this should definitely help you if you're kind of stuck and not sure how to do a few things. So with myself, I had gone to the complete different option. So for example, if I wanted to change up my equipment, I was going into my inventory just over here and whatever I wanted. So say for example I wanted to look at this sword, I was trying to equip it, and every time I was doing it I couldn't work out how to do it. I couldn't use it, I couldn't equip it. There's no real option for anything in this way, and that's because you're in the wrong menu. What you're going to want to do is make sure you go, rather than to your inventory, you pop over to your equipment. This is going to be the place where you manage to put everything on. If I wanted to take off my pyromancy flame, I would click this over to, say, a shield. Everything you can do can be done in your equipment stage rather than in your inventory tab. If you have a look, it will also tell you where you're going to be putting it. So just up the top here, left hand weapon 2. If you go across, it's going to tell you all of these are left hand weapon 2, meaning if you're using them, it's going to be on, as it says, your left hand. If however I wanted my right ones to change, I would have to go straight back into it and change over the ones that are for my right hand. So as you can see, right hand 1, 2 and right hand 3. With this you can kind of mix and match to your heart's desire, meaning if you want your skill to be in your right hand you very well could, if you want it to be in your left hand and your shield vice versa, you can do that again. It's completely up to you, just swap it about to see what your style is. Also, jumping over to here, we have our tool belt. So directly underneath you've got your tool belt, meaning if you want to do anything quickly rather than going into your inventory, you're just going to slap it on here and it's going to make things much faster. If you want to take things off of it, you're going to press remove. So for example, I've got none of that, I've got none of that, and I've got none of that, so I'm going to take them straight off. If then for example I wanted to chuck a whole bunch of different stuff on here, what I'm going to do is make sure I press that switch button, which is Y on Xbox, and then whatever I want to choose I'm going to chuck it straight into that slot. So for example that one right there, or that one, whatever I choose. When I back out it's going to be in that slot. Obviously you've got 5 at the bottom, so if you want to put all of them in you very much can, you've just got to decide what you want to pop in there. However, with this you will still have to press select to get into it because it's on your tool belt. However, if you wanted it, say, just down the bottom there and you want to use it as a quick item, so for example where the Estus flasks are, if I press down, I'm going to toggle between those and use them whenever. I don't want to be pressing start to go to here, I don't want to be going into my inventory, I want to be able to get to something else whenever I need to. To do that, you're going to press start once more, go to your equipment again. So once you're in this screen, you're gonna pop all the way down to where your flasks are, and this is where your quick items come into play. So for example, one of the main ones you may be using early on, like I had on the other thing, was the firebomb. If you want to put that in there, you would click on that, come straight out, and then whenever you need to use one of those, it's going to be right there ready for you to use. Nice and easy, and then you're just going to press on Xbox at least exactly the same as whatever you were using your flasks. So for me it's going to be the X button. But yeah, that's pretty much the easiest way to use those quick items, how to equip them onto your character, just in case you're like me and you're a little bit baffled and going into the wrong screen. Exactly the same for your armour and such. If you go onto, I've pressed the wrong one, if you go onto your equipment and you pop down to here, this is how you'll change over your armour and things. If you're going into your inventory, you will only be able to kind of look at it. So if I wanted to say change that to something else, I'd just click on that and then I've completely changed over. Nice and easy once you realise, like myself, that it's pretty much all to do with the equipment tab rather than the inventory tab. Well, you gamers, hopefully that's helped a few of you out and I've not taken up way too much of your time. Until Elden Ring is out, I'll be covering a bit of Dark Souls 3 just to have a bit of fun and to hopefully learn the fundamentals and such. But if you're playing like me and you need some advice, hopefully I'll have some for you. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care. I'll see you on the next day.